I have started recording, so welcome everybody for more Liberal Crime Squad. I say aloud that I've started recording every time in order to provide some hope or evidence that I'm actually doing things right, as that hasn't always happened in the past.
It's real affirmation to yourself.
Well, especially since if it doesn't record, there will be no record of it, and, you know, even if it only recorded me saying that, and then I, for example, instead of clicking into the game window as I have now, decided to just hit the return key to click on stop recording, that I wouldn't be posting that like half-a-minute video. Although up here we have a quotation from George W. Bush: "Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we." I mean, that's just the ever so slightest gaffe. Now that you look at it in the context of, I don't know, society and history as it is ever so slightly trudged along since then.
But Bobo, our enemies are innovative and resourceful. We are too.
Yes. And they never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country. And we don't either.
Factually correct.
All right. Oh no, I guess I was just thinking I was noting it because I guess, is this version of Liberal Crime Squad, or I guess Liberal Crime Squad in general, did it start in 2002 to 2004 as this copyright date, or is there an earlier development on this from prior to the, I don't know, Bush years?
It was worked on in the early mid 2000s by Tarn, and he stopped working on it.
Okay.
Then too.
So yeah, I always had the sense that this game was sort of put together. I mean, obviously it draws inspiration from earlier games, but it was sort of put together with the narrative of, you know, a generic administration that appeared to be within the context of the George W. Bush presidency. Now, let's take a quick look at, let's go to the Activate screen just so we can see what everybody's doing.
What a flawless, sublime transition.
I realize sometimes that I start going into like a lot of pondering about the game and about the world and other things, and I realize I'm just sitting there at the menu screen. We're not actually progressing in the game any.
This is your way to stretch out like an hour of content to 4 hours, I understand.
Oh, that's what's happening. I was actually trying to compress like 12 hours of content into like 4, but we'll see how it actually winds up. This is potentially our final session for this. You know, knock on. That's not real wood. But if we take a look at the liberal agenda, free speech, flag burning, and prison regulations still arch conservative. Everything else, though, on a seemingly inevitable slog to the left, thanks to an elite liberal amendment that basically put the House and Senate into far elite liberal hold, and same with the Supreme Court. And it's 2012, so we're gonna have an election coming up. But of course, before that happens, let's take a quick look at our home base here, which has a heat of 284%, despite having a secrecy of 90%, because we were ratted out. So right now we've got everybody laying low in the Saxe-Coburg Gotha pet store, even though the police know where it is, the conservative crime squad knows where it is, the corporate elite security all know where it is, everybody knows where we are. So far, invasions have been minimal. But I was looking at the activate screen because I remembered thinking after we ended the session last time that I had somebody that was learning acrobatics, but that appears to have been a long time ago because I don't have anybody doing it right now, which is too bad.
I'm sure you employed the person that you had learning this for some other nefarious purpose.
I'm pretty sure I added them into a squad or something. Although, let me take a quick look at everybody's skills here. Everybody has, let's see, seductions. Okay, Logan's really seductive. Most people are pretty seductive at this point. Courtney's very, very seductive. So I don't know that I actually have to have. Maya Riffle was teaching everybody seduction, right? Yeah, she was.
It's the art of buying drink.
Yes, she had been going to college and majoring in drink buying, but she also has enough agility, and she is not on the team anymore. So I kind of feel like it would be good to get her, now that she's done teaching covert ops to everybody, to maybe go learn a little bit of dodge, so that if we decide we are going to go on the offensive, which now that we have a location for the conservative crime squad, we can. It'd be nice to be able to dodge a round of attacks, because so far that's the one thing we haven't been able to really test out yet. And I'm pretty sure if we go through here one more time, just real quick, look at, alright, has everybody determined where the dodge skill is? It's on the left side, third from the top. Everybody's dodge skills, with the exception of Courtney Hudson's, pretty trash. Which actually leads me to believe Courtney Hudson was probably the one learning dodge. Maybe I'll just have Courtney teach everybody. How about that? Right now she's on the squad. So if I take Courtney off and put... If I take Courtney off the squad and put Maya back on... Although, let's first... I was about to say, let me make sure that Courtney isn't wearing any particular armor that we need to conserve for the actual active troublemaker squad. Turns out she's in a clown suit, so that's cool. Although none of you guys need to be in any of these things right now. I hit A instead of S. So now you're all nude. And Courtney, why don't you get off of squad, and instead we will put in Maya. And then we'll go back to activate. Courtney, you're not doing anything. Why don't you teach everybody how to dodge? What should I have everybody else doing in the meantime? Why don't you all steal credit card numbers so we have some money? Let's assign that task in bulk. Actually, I'd like somebody to check polls. So Logan, why don't you check polls? You can just do that one time, and then let's see, legal fundraising. Why don't you commit some credit card fraud? You too. You too. Forrest Becker, our newest person, not smart enough or good enough at computer skills to be able to teach anybody that stuff. So I tell you what, actually, why don't you teach everybody urban warfare, because you've got a couple of weapons skills. He is our new converted member of the conservative crime squad, if you will all remember. Pretty sure Grimith remembers.
Gather around, everyone. Let me tell you the tale of the conservative crimes.
I feel like these are things that you remember. You have a reasonable memory, and it hasn't been that long since we did this. Sally Baker peruses some sewing magazines. Right. I forgot I had her fixing stuff. Not that many people are concerned about the death penalty, and not that many people are concerned about free speech, which, yeah. Oh. Alright. You know what, Sally, forget about it. Why don't you go back to selling your magical t-shirts? And Logan, that was enough of that, so why don't you also steal credit card numbers? Great. And let's equip the squad. Hi, Cat. Alright, you can hop back up here. I say as you have already done so.
Is it really looking for permission?
No.
When you hop up onto someone's lap?
Alright, so let's just put everybody in some body armor. Okay. We have enough good body armor. I don't need to have Maya still be in gold quality, which is not actually as good as white quality. That's not my philosophy, that's the game's philosophy. CCS Rampage. Screeching truck pulls up to the pet store. CCS members pour out of the truck and shoot in the doors.
It's a good thing you put on that armor.
It's a good thing we put on our armor, and hopefully it's a good thing that we started learning some dodge. I wonder how far we got. Percy, how good are you at dodging?
Although it's at this point, I will note that police body armor is better than regular body armor.
Okay. Yeah, these guys are still not great at dodging, but thankfully we still have the benefit of traps. So
That's right.
These guys are going to have a little bit of an extra workout. Maybe they will learn some more about
Starting
martial
this
arts
little
skills.
cubby hole this time.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh, look at all these.
Yep, they're trapped. The fool.
Oh, geez, a team leader. We're going to get some good body armor out of this.
He's taking a page out of Congress's book and deciding to be really active here at the end of the month.
Yeah. R15. He leapt for cover, which leads me to believe he's not necessarily being affected by the trap, or at least not that strongly.
Okay.
He's ducking behind cover. Alright. Oh, you hit his body to no effect. Oh, okay, he's whimpering in a corner, so I guess we're just fine. Alright, everybody. Dog pile. Dog pile on the leader. Dog pile on the leader. This guy is leaping for cover a lot during the actual attack phase, and then when he gets to his attack phase, he's all tuckered out, so he just screams in pain.
I mean, he's doing a lot here.
Yeah. Alright.
Neo could only keep up the fight for so long.
Being a little bit risky here and moving up to this particular...
Yes. In the room where the enemies spawn in.
Yeah. Being a little close to the entryway here. So... Better dead than liberal. Oh shit!
Bam!
The team leader definitely was not hit this time.
I mean, well... He was not destroyed.
Wow.
Neither was Percival, for that matter.
No.
That was a direct body hit, which that body armor only protects the body, so...
Those soldiers are lost in memories.
Percival
Percival trying to get some revenge. Oh
Well, Elmer,
god.
you're gonna need some glue for that.
Elmo doesn't have an arm!
What? Oh my goodness, that CCS team leader, by the way, is female.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Soldiers spacing off. Yeah, guys, let's try and focus on this team leader. This team leader still seems to be doing a lot. It would be nice.
What a great way to work up the skill. Uh-oh. Maya's right arm, goodbye.
Nobody has right arms anymore.
Happy birthday to the ground.
Elmer and Maya. Alright, so Logan still... Alright, so the soldiers and whatnot are all sort of slowly dying off on their own. Unfortunately, we've got people that are wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty badly wounded, as a matter of fact.
Whenever your arm gets blown off,
It's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay because the blood loss is immediately stopped.
Thanks to everybody having a reasonable first aid.
Unreasonable about the first aid.
CCS team leader is doing all of the no-selling in the world.
Well, I mean, like, your martial arts attacks are not powerful enough to have armor penetration. The skill's not high enough, so...
Yeah. Guys, punch her in the face.
Well, that doesn't help.
Alright, Elmer.
Elmer taking another blow, already at near death.
No arms, no legs. Oh god, Elmer.
Elmer down.
Elmer.
A puddle of glue.
You're glue. You are glue at last. Oh, Pedro has joined the squad.
That's right, Pedro, the troublemaker. In his cheap suit.
Let's hope that she doesn't notice that. Oh boy. She's reloading, everybody.
That's right. This was the free round.
Tumbling out of the
But
way.
everyone's skills aren't good enough.
She hit Logan West. Alright. Still going. No effect from anybody.
This is Terminator team leader here. The hits that are... There we go. Andy there was finally able to deal enough damage to render the team leader inactive.
Yeah. Now it's just going to be a long time. There we go.
Better dead than liberal. But at what cost? We actually have a martyr for the first time.
Yeah, no, guys, this isn't looking very good. I understand why your bodies all have red and the colors of everything are bad.
Now, if only the better armor had been put on them, maybe that would have made the difference.
Maybe somebody would have survived, you're saying? Potentially?
Well, the one person who died, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so let's assign simple tasks in bulk. We can't assign healing people in bulk. Fine. Logan, heal thyself. Nikki, why don't you heal people too? Percy, heal people. Andy, heal people. Greg, heal people. And that's everybody that's Kung Fu fighting. Wait, Courtney Hudson is teaching fighting. Why was that happening again?
I'm glad it's with the death and the limb losses that you reflect on what really matters. Why did I do this?
I mean, if you lost a bunch of limbs, you might have to start questioning your actions too.
I'm pretty sure you wanted to coddle up Greg's skill, so had someone spending their time just for Greg to teach them. If only Greg had had a gun shooting in the background.
We do well, Rosemary Barnett. Unfortunately, she's never going to get that great at martial arts. But she's as good as she ever will be. Alright. We've got a lot of pretty good martial artists here. Now, we do need to figure out...
Not good enough.
Well, not good enough to punch through heavy body armor, which was one of the reasons that I was wondering about trying to get some people built up on some gun shoots skills. Oh, boy.
Yes. And, well, the way to get them built up on gun shoot skills is to defend your house through fisticuffs.
I mean, yeah. Okay, let's see. See, shotguns, rifle. Boy, nobody has a lot of rifle skill, do they? Rowan and Rosemary have as much as they can. Well, no,
like
you've never
never
leveled
spent
up once.
you've never spent any dedicated amount to raise people on it. The only person who has any reasonable amount of rifle skill is the conservative automaton who's training everyone.
Yes. All right. So, the newest member of the squad, Pedro. You're actually a reasonable candidate to be a part of the squad. Well, nah, your agility is a little low. Who would be the best to go in its place? Aside from, you know, who's going to have... I never had Maya going in to learn dodge. I thought that was something I was going to do, and then I didn't. She's teaching covert ops still. Also, what the hell is Tabitha doing? Tabitha, why are you a transient out there just gaining just attempting to gain a little bit of persuasion
I'm
by
glaring at
soliciting
my
donations?
monitor right now.
I mean, okay.
Like, why is this moment like the one where you like, Willie, you, hey, and you, what are you people doing? Exactly what you told them to do, Bobo. Why isn't that good enough for you?
Alright, Maya, you're near death, but you're not dead. Can you still go to the university district and learn stuff? I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe you want to take off that bloody body armor, though.
Her right arm has been ripped off, and you were fucking... What can you do for me?
I mean, she still has... Oh, okay. Her agility is back down to 3.
She's near death. Her attributes are severely tanked because near death.
Right. Okay. Okay. Big ol' sigh. Let's just think about things here. Tabitha, you don't need to be soliciting donations. You made $5 yesterday. That was the highlight of yesterday, as it turns out. We got $5. Alright. Why don't you participate in some illegal fundraising and steal some credit card numbers? Get us some real money. Everybody else, yeah, 10 to some injuries. Now let's equip the squad with. We have. We have some army body armor, but it's all damaged and/or bloody. We got some bloody damaged heavy body armor. Man, I thought you were doing something about this. Not you, but I thought we had our founder dealing with some of this stuff. Not so much. Heavy body armor. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's bloody, but it being damaged is a problem. That's interesting. Why are there two different? Oh, the one stack of police body armor is third-rate police body armor. My bad. All right. Oh no. We've run out of those body armors. What other body armors do we have? How many more body times can we say body armor? Logan, why don't you put on this bloody damaged piece of body armor? It's still in good shape. Kind of. I'll tell you what, why don't you guys get this stuff? Wonder if I should take them off of the squad. In case, we get attacked again.
Maybe.
Seems like it might be a good idea. Unfortunately, means we'd have to find other people to go in there.
But think of all the troublemakers that you had prepared. You said last session you could afford to lose some and everything would still be fine.
I mean, I said that I could afford theoretically to have the entire pet store business get wiped and the game wouldn't be over. That doesn't mean I want it to happen.
Of course not.
All right.
But it does mean that you have some other folks that you could slap into the squad here.
Yeah. Like, for example, we do have. Let's take Maya out because Maya is near death.
But for goodness sakes, equip everyone with better guns. Like all the people you have shooting in the back.
You mean with guns? Oh yeah, the people in the back. I should.
Yeah, Greg should also have a gun too. Like if you're gonna prepare yourself for the idea of being attacked again, which is legitimate.
Yes. Let's strip Maya Riffle of her police body armor. Get her out of the squad.
Bobo has all this body armor to go around. No, you don't get to keep this. Go to hell.
I mean, I have lots of body armor to go around, but it's all bloodied and damaged. I don't, it's not. I'm trying to keep the best body armor that I've got on the people that are going to be taking fire.
So what if there's bloodied armor? Who cares?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mind that stuff as much, but I mean, damaged stuff and like third-rate stuff, I care about that.
But not every suit of body armor you have, or police body armor, or army body armor, or heavy body armor, is that way.
No. Alright, let's see here. Let's put Forrest in the squad, because Forrest has some skills.
Okay.
And we'll equip him with... Let's see. Let's go ahead and equip everybody with M16s. Or AR-15s. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I forget. I guess there might be a slight A slight difference.
To my understanding, they have the same accuracy values and deal the same damage range.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I was thinking of the M16 and the AK-47.
Oh.
The AR-15 is a single shot.
Ah.
The M16 has 3 shots.
So okay.
But they deal the same damage. It's just
you get
the M16
more tries.
gets 3 shots. Well, not like but each dealing the same,
Yes.
like each dealing 10 to 260 points of damage or whatever the variable is.
Right. Okay. You all have M16s now. I have faith in you. Also, I guess now I really do need to get Sally working on some of this stuff. No, she's worked on all of that stuff, except for this one set of heavy body armor. Why don't you put that heavy body armor on? And then let's go back to view the equipment. Get the stuff that's in reasonable shape here. Not the stuff that's bloodied. Get all that stuff back over. We don't need the trench coat. It'll be fine. And we'll wait a day. Oh, Dustin Aniston has lost touch with the Liberal Crime Squad. Oh no, my sleepers.
Goodbye, Lenny.
Let's run some AM radio files. It's the only thing that'll make me feel better. It'll get the conservative masses a little riled up.
If only people that had meetings were passed up the food chain. But maybe there's... Oh my goodness!
This decision
actual
could protect Second Amendment rights.
They're not gonna pass.
No. Let's prevent nuclear meltdowns. Let's wait a second. We're limiting prohibitions on flag burning.
That's right.
One of the arch conservative
flag murder's no longer a thing, and we're gonna protect free speech?
What? What is this reality indeed? Let's take a look at the liberal agenda here. And prison regulation. Nothing is arch conservative anymore.
Except for the executive branch.
Right. We just have to wait a couple more months until we get a president in. At that point, I could almost just disband and wait.
Assuming that an elite liberal is the one who's elected.
Right. Oh, let's take a look at our sleepers. Who all did we lose?
You lost everyone outside of the liberal judges and your death squad HQ janitor. So, the people that you had recruited for the cigar bar, because Elmer was the seducer there.
Yeah. Well, that's okay, I guess. I mean, we'll still get alerts. We'll still get alerts. It's like I'm getting a push notification on my phone.
Alerts about what?
Was the janitor at Death Squad HQ going to be able to tell us whether or not the police are on their way?
Well, the police have never been on their way, so...
Yeah. Well, but we've never gotten advance warnings about the conservative crime squad either, because you
never had a sleeper.
We've never recruited somebody from them. Oh, look at everybody's skills just ticking slowly upward. It's great. Look at the CCS all out there rampaging. Oh. Right. I put you in bloody heavy body armor that's bloodied and still have you making t-shirts or whatever. Alright. Why don't you fix that? I tell you what. Why don't you fix that?
Looks like everyone is healed, by the way.
Yeah. So that's good. So why don't all of you
go to hell?
Yeah, why don't all of you go to hell? Go to hell and die. Why don't you all get back to doing things like stealing credit card numbers?
You don't have to worry about Elmer's missing a limb anymore. Just Maya's.
Yeah, actually, Maya still has. Yeah, once she's healed up, it doesn't matter that she only has one arm. She still has a charisma, or she still has an agility of 15.
Well, I mean, it does matter.
I mean, her remaining limbs are still agile. She can still learn martial arts the same way if she wanted to.
Yeah, but that wasn't a flawless transition. The attributes were impacted.
I thought she always...
And also, only one arm.
Yeah. So she can't punch as many times, is what you're telling me?
No, I'm telling you she only has one arm.
Well, yeah, okay. That's literally what you're telling me. You were not telling me that in a sense that you should think about the implications of this. Just, oh, by the way, she's got an arm.
I mean, if you want to consider the implications, it seems fair.
15. Alright. Okay, honey. Let's see. Who has... You have an agility... Percival, you have an agility of 19. Greg, you have an agility of 17. You're wanted for jury tampering. Aw, that's cute. Is that the worst thing you ever did? Aw, you haven't even murdered anybody. Like everyone else who has literally only ever murdered technically one person. Despite all the blood that has been spilled, only one of those was a murder. That's adorable, Greg. But yeah, Percy.
I don't. Okay. You have odd interpretations of what adorable is.
Percy, you're laying low. Percy, why don't you, actually, because you have a higher agility stat, and you have all your limbs, why don't you go ahead and go to the University District and learn about dancing.
You can always use those augment a liberal things, the tools that were added with this version of the game.
That doesn't seem like it's gonna go the way that I want it to. I mean, is it just me?
You can pimp up your liberal.
I mean, don't you need real good medical skills for that? I mean, I guess we have some.
I have no idea. I don't know how the mechanic works.
Alright.
What I do know is that it does exist in this version of the game.
So Baker peruses sewing magazines. Oh, so what you're saying is that you're done with that. Alright, so here's what I want to do. Let's get our hands on our equipment here. There is fine cloth at the shelter. What about at the pet shop? Is there more fine cloth here? There's tattered rags.
I think so.
Or clothes. When was the last time we were there? We weren't there anytime recently. Alright. Okay. So, it's probably going to save us more time to just go ahead and make some body armor. Heavy ceramic armor. That's the stuff you want, right?
That's heavy body armor.
Yeah. So, let's make some heavy body armor.
You don't have that many shekels to throw around.
No, but I've got fine cloth if you're ever going to spend it on something.
Is the fine cloth here?
Yeah, the fine cloth is at the Anderson. Oh, is it at the Anderson Apartments or is it the homeless shelter? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. All right. Never mind, Sally. Why don't you just not do that? You could procure a wheelchair. What is a wheelchair for? Within this game, what is a wheelchair for?
You don't have legs. Gotta get around somehow.
Augment a liberal. Pick a liberal to perform experiments on. Boy. I mean, I'm not doing this. Not here, anyways. Although, let's go back to legal fundraising. Make your magical t-shirts. Let's see who has the highest medical skill. Let's have a little fun and experiment a little bit, and we'll see what ends up happening. Let's review our assets. Who has the best first aid? Presumably first aid is the only medical skill that we've got, right? Logan, still looking like Logan. No, Maya. Yeah. So, Maya.
But Maya's the one with the missing arm, Bobo.
Yeah. You can conduct experiments with one arm. Are you being ableist on me?
I'm being surgeries typically aren't performed by the people who need the surgeries, Bobo.
This doesn't say that we're performing surgeries. It says we're augmenting people. That could be through pharmaceuticals. That could be through hypnotherapy. That could be through who knows what. Come on, we'll give it.
Sure.
Let's try it. Maya, why don't you augment a liberal? Oh. I guess the big issue is going to be, I was thinking, hey, we could always perform some experiments on Forrest. He's kind of a flight risk anyway. But considering they show you the heart level that these folks have, and his is already down in the dirt. What if we perform some experiments on Pedro? He has high heart, but he does not have all the skills that we would necessarily need. Let's press B. What do we want to try and augment? Select an augmentation. Oh, and then it shows the limbs. Is what we're actually just doing attempting to make prosthetics for people? Is Maya in fact the one that we want to perform the experiments on? To see whether or not we can restore her arm? I mean, it's a clean sever. Maybe we can fix that. We're still learning. And yes, I should have paid attention to see who was number 2. It was Logan. Alright, Logan. We're going to augment a liberal. We're going to augment Maya Riffle. Because she has one arm. And she's 61 years old. This could go very poorly. What about her arms? Mighty strength or sleeve tattoos?
Ha.
Not what I was not what I was expecting. Alright, now I just want to find out what all of them are. Okay. You can select an augmentation for the head and get increased awareness or brain juice. You could get a gorilla heart or rock hard abs. We saw there that you could get mighty strength or sleeve tattoos. You could get super speed, super squats, or toned calves. Or you could get hardened or thick skin. This is mighty unusual. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to do that, but let's see.
Chance success there is 140. My goodness.
Chance as success. Human skin has far outlived its usefulness in an evolutionary aspect. Not able to stop not even able to stop the smallest of bulls. Therefore, we should remove the skin of a liberal and encase them in a metal shell. We're gonna make a robot? No, I mean obviously it's a cyborg.
Remove their skin and replace. No, it's not a cyborg. You're removing the skin, replacing it with metal.
Charisma +3. You don't need more charisma. No. But now I know that I can. Okay. You can increase intelligence. You sure? No. Body. Gorilla heart. Heart +3. No. Rock hard abs. Increase strength. Arms. Mighty strength. No. Sleeve tattoos. No. Legs. Super speed. Having even more agility would be nice, but no. Super squats. A lot of ways that you can get more strength. And then the skin, we already looked at hardened skin, extra health. Wisdom -3. By enhancing this liberal skin, they will be better prepared to fight off the words of the conservative swine and less likely to be brainwashed to their side. Okay. Hey, kitty. Alright. If that's so, what if we attempt to augment Forrest Becker's skin here? Chance of success is still 140. Well, let's try it. What are we going to lose? The one guy who has gun skill. I know.
I like how you promptly answered that.
But the chance is 140. Out of how many, I don't know.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
This is a really a strange situation. Although, you know, this is fun to check out. All right, so here's what I actually wanted to do. Pedro, you've got good heart and you're relatively young, but you do not have the agility that I would like you to have. So what if we attempt to experiment and give you more speed so that you will have a higher agility stat so that you can learn better dodge and all of that sort of thing. Placing the legs of a liberal with mechanical ones would increase their speed and reaction extensively. Sure. Pedro Ward has been augmented with super speed. Press any key to return.
Okay, he's just gonna have to heal up, apparently.
Yeah. That was easy. How? Wait, that didn't even take a day? Can Logan experiment some more? I mean, what is going on here? What if we did that again with Pedro? His leg is bruised. Oh, you only get one leg augment. Alright. It almost feels like you should just go ahead and augment everybody's legs to give them super speed.
Will they set off metal detectors?
I mean, at this point in time, I don't know if we're going for subtlety in any more of the places that we're going to.
Well, at this point in time, I don't know whether we're going through, like...
We're going anywhere, yeah.
Actual consequences of replacing people's limbs with metal legs.
This is a brave new world.
Understandably, not quite what I expected either.
Let's run another thing about the AM radio files. Drumming up a false scandal about the Congress. Wow, more free speech. Speech is even freer.
Some no's out there. The Congress, some members of Congress are trying to listen to their constituents or listen to their hearts.
No, don't listen to your hearts. Listen to my heart. Well, let's look at the agenda here. Things are back to the middle. So yeah, you are going to get to a point where moderates, well, I mean, to where conservatives, you get 2 votes against because there are 2 conservatives in the House. But you get to the point now where we have enough moderates that they don't necessarily feel like everything should go all the way to the left every time something comes up to vote.
It's like, aren't we moving too fast with free speech? My goodness.
All right, let's take a quick look at Pedro here. Your leg is still bruised, but it'll recover on its own, right? And look at your agility; it's up to 9 now.
I mean, no one's performing first aid, so.
But I mean, bruises they heal on their own. They're not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it's just a bruise, man. Although, actually, well, I'm thinking about that too. Percy here, you are the one that. No, it wasn't Percy. Logan, you did the experiments. Did that improve your first aid any? Not really. Tell you what. Why don't you stop credit card fraud for a minute and kiss his boo-boo? After all, you did give it to him. Come on, heal that bruise. Heal the bruise. Oh, your first aid went up too, huh?
Or maybe it's always going to be labeled as, as a bruise. I don't know. We're in this crazy world here.
Wonder, yeah. Oh wow, we're out of AM radio files. We have been sitting on our laurels for a long time if we're out of AM radio files. Fight homophobic. Fight those homophones. Words should sound different. Shrink the military-industrial complex. Yep, those 2 conservatives are voting against stuff. How dare they? But we are into the month of August, so we do need to think about whether or not we need to start going out there and causing trouble to...
the liberal war machine about to gear up?
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to raise the profile of the liberal crime squad and the liberal crime squad's issues when election season rolls around.
Are you going to go out with these people?
I would go out with those people. I just wanted to take a quick check at what the heat is looking like at the pet store. It's still bizarre to me. The secrecy is going down, which...
I have no idea. I have no concept of how, in this game, you have not been visited by law enforcement or the firemen. Obviously, it's too late for the firemen.
Oh, for sure.
But seriously, what the actual fuck?
No, and I'm right with you. Like, at this point, I'm looking at the number 209%, and I don't get it. But at the same time, nothing is happening. So, I mean,
I feel like I could have sleptwalked through like this game. Like, what the hell?
All right. Let's take those M16s off of you guys, because those are not a good look for going out. And
but by having them go out and dressing them in appropriate clothes for that, you run the risk of the CCS invading you and you not having those armaments upon you.
It's true. We do run that risk. But gotta go out and collect shinies, damn it. No, I mean, I guess you're right. Although, at this point, I feel like issues are backsliding. But, you know what? Let's wait one more day.
You have a way to check.
We have a way to check. I was gonna do it. God.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's check some polls. Pedro, you're a smart guy. You should be able to figure out. Or Logan, you're also a smart guy. I got the smartest guys. Only 16% believe in unfettered free speech, and
no one holds the conservative crime squad in contempt.
Yeah. Now,
Like,
almost everybody.
CCS
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying almost everybody holds the LCS in high regard, but they don't really care about it that much.
Yes. The CCS is continually doing its part to cause issues to backslide towards where they want them to be.
Yeah, they're going out and having little rampages. That's right, I'm patronizing what the CCS is doing. You guys go out there with your little rampages.
Never mind all of the people they've killed.
Yes. But yeah, the only thing that people care a lot about right now is their opinions on AM radio, because I've been publishing all of those memos. People are most concerned about conservative media bias. But yeah, everybody's opinions on stuff are low. I mean, public interest on everything is low. It's mostly in our favor with the exception of the conservative crime squad existing. So that's beneficial, but Oh, appointment of liberal justices. Well, we've already got all of them. Although it's good that they want to keep more, just in case any of ours decide they want to retire. You wouldn't think they would, since they all just got named to the court, but this particular run through of the game does seem to be showing that things can churn over faster than you might expect. People hate AM radio. Alright. What are your gun skills like? How are you at gun shoots? Oh, shit. Hang on a second. I apologize. I'm going to have to stop the video temporarily, and then I'll be right back.
Woo!
So, next week for everybody else.